Obama spoke at a town hall about bridging the racial divide in America. The meeting was in response to last week's killing of 2 black men by police and the ambush of Dallas police officers. The president took questions from the crowd, which included the son of Elton Sterling, a Louisiana man killed by police. The president called for police departments and communities to work together. A dramatic scene outside that town hall. The daughter of the man who died in a police chokehold 2 years ago says she is furious.
That should be around ABC on the 2-year anniversary of my father being dead.
Erica Garner was invited to participate in the town hall hosted by ABC yesterday. She briefly met with President Obama, who was also at the event, but when Garner didn't get called on to ask him a question during the program's taping, she became extremely upset, calling ABC staff liars. She claimed producers railroaded her on the 2-year anniversary of her father's death. Eric Garner died July 17, 2014, after Staten Island officers grabbed him and put him in a chokehold.
Now, let me tell y'all a quick story. I know someone said, "Oh, Harvey went back to his laptop with the bad sound." I'll explain to you why every now and then I got to do this. Anyways, I remember in high school, ABC was doing a town hall with Peter Jennings being a host, and it was going to various schools around the country to access our opinion on HIV/AIDS. Now, I've always suspected AIDS as being a man-made disease. Now, I understand diseases, due to drugs and environment, will start, bacteria and whatnot. But the way AIDS started out in the early 80s, it started out in the gay community. And it affected a lot of gay men in the 80s. And then eventually it leapfrogged into the black community. And a lot of it was because doctors were using needles from other patients, blood transfusion, and adults not being honest about their sexual practices and whatnot. But it hit the black community hard, and a lot of us in the black community questioned it. So I remember going to my high school. We would go to this center in the city, and this black man was over this program talking about HIV, a gay black man. Now, I never stated that, brought up the fact about gays and gays and HIV. I just said I think this is a man-made disease, and I think they got a cure for it, or they could, because at that time, we were just learning about Magic Johnson, and he was on that, what they call that cocktail. And not to be honest with you, we don't see Magic Johnson every day. But when we do see Magic Johnson, I've yet to see that dude look like he lost weight. Yet to see that dude, hear about that dude having any side effects or anything. Now maybe he has. Like I said, we don't see him every day. So I said, "Sir, do you think that HIV is a man-made disease?" And he looked at me real funny. Now I could easily sit there and say, "Sir, I think this disease got started in the gay community as a way of controlling the gay population and whatnot, and it leapfrogged in our community," but I didn't do that. So I remember the guy said, "No, it's just one of those things that happen." I said, "Okay." And I said, everything that I was taught in science up to that point must have been a lie, but okay, fine. So what happened was, we get to my drama teacher, and he was saying that ABC don't want to look for students to fly, I think, to New York, if I'm not mistaken, to participate in audience questions. And I don't know if y'all met a little black girl. She's a woman now that had HIV, that was on Oprah or something like that, talking around that time. Well, they was afraid that if I got that, I'll probably ask some question, and I would have never done it, because I know it's such thing as decorum. But they picked one of my classmates, and I was happy for them. But it perturbed me that you guys didn't think enough of me or respect my question or my opinion on it. Okay, fine. I let that slide. In the Army, had a chance to meet Vice President Dick Cheney. Chain of command picked me, but then they unpicked me. They was afraid, or they assumed because I'm black, that I might get out there and ask Cheney a question about the war, which I would have never done while I was in uniform. Because, as I said before, I was taught decorum, It's things, you say things when they're appropriate, you do things when appropriate. But my thing is, you don't pick somebody and pull a rug out from under them. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way for a long time. But I got over it eventually. The reason why I bring that up is because Eric Garner was invited to come to that town hall. And I'm telling you, they scrambled to do this. But the thing is, people are so willing to go on TV and participate, they don't ask themselves any questions. Now, Erica Gardner was brought there for a dog and pony show. You see, Erica Gardner and her mother and them got on TV and CNN and said it wasn't about race. They took their money. And a lot of black folks say, you know what, we ain't talking about y'all no more because y'all played yourself. Y'all let the media and these politicians play you. And then your mom and y'all get up there, you and your mom get up there, she was for Bernie, mom was for Hillary, looking like fools. So now they don't need y'all anymore. They just need y'all to come out and be in the audience and shit. She briefly met with President Obama. ABC and the Obama administration decided, nah, we don't want to talk to her. It's been 2 years now. They got paid out. Let it be. So she was pissed off. So she said, "F the president." And I can understand that. And I can understand the fact that she can say F ABC. Now the thing is, Erica should realize that as a black person, you're not going to get treated the same way as your white counterparts. You're not going to have that moment where the president sits down and listens to you. I saw the special part of it. I was insulted just like I was insulted by the one Don Lemon did. They were trying to conflate black misery to white white police officers or disrespect of law enforcement officials, but mostly white police officers. Let's keep it real. They made it seem like blacks was equally attacking police officers when in fact it's white folks that are attacking police officers. But our brothers and sisters are so hell-bent and getting on TV just to say, I talked to the president. President Obama, just like the people the night before on Don Lemon show danced around the questions of race. They're not the same. These men and women who chose to wear that uniform, they volunteered. The people they should be mad at is their police union and their fellow police officers for out here constantly doing things to put people in that frame of mind that we can't trust the police. Roland Martin said something on Wendy Williams yesterday. Wendy said, how can we teach our people, black people, not to hate? Roland said, black people are not taught to hate police officers, because I was never taught to hate police officers. It's as you get older and start having negative experiences that you have less than warm, fuzzy feelings about them. As I said many times, a lot of black Americans have family members who are in law enforcement in the military. And we're conflicted. But those of you who are black, who family members who have met tragic ends, you guys are just going to be faces to be used to push a narrative. Do y'all really think the president of the United States gave a damn about the black community? Some of y'all out here still think Obama gives a damn about. Y'all still think that these last few remaining months that the president is actually going to do something for us. Once the November election hit, that's it. That's it. He's officially lamed up. Whether it be Hillary or Trump, they're not going to do anything for us. And let me say this to be personal for a minute. Erica, why were you wearing that to that event? Seriously. You could have put on some pants or a suit jacket or something that looked more presentable. That's probably why they didn't put you on camera. But I can understand her anger, but Erica, you and your family sold out. They don't need y'all no more. But I want my brothers and sisters to understand, stop participating in these town hall meetings. Stop getting in front of the cameras. They only use y'all for a short period of time. Trayvon Martin, mother, and them. You don't see them going to him no more. And all this stuff really got lit, the fire lit because of what happened to Trayvon Martin. But I think Trayvon on father realized what's going on. So let me step back for a second. I'm not about to pimp my son out or put myself out there and embarrass myself. Yeah, I get that you felt that you was a rug pulled from under you. But to be honest with you, at this point in my life, I can care less about if I was to meet the president of the United States. He ain't shit anyway. Yeah, I said he ain't shit anyway. I can't wait till he leave office because he's done more harm than good for the black community. When the president of the United States try to do this false equivalent between police violence and violence on black folk, You already know what is already, the fix is already in. But black folks got to stop wanting to get in front of that damn camera all the time and crying just to say something. When you and your family got that settlement, got on TV and said this and that, you put yourself in a situation when people ain't going to come to your defense and going to look at you in a positive light. ABC and cameras got you cursing, being loud. They don't give a fuck about your father to your anniversary. If they gave a fuck, those cops would be in jail. They'd have been fired. See, the problem is in the black community, we don't use our money and our vote wisely. I keep telling folks, stop getting in front of them damn cameras. You was able to say what you had to say. You and your mama, when y'all endorse y'all candidates, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are y'all people. Let them speak for you. Obama, like, I ain't gotta answer you. And dressed like that, come on. You really think they were gonna talk to you then? And then you play into the stereotype of the dark-skinned, heavy-set woman that's out here being belligerent. Now, I know there's going to be some people out here going to get mad at me for saying that, but sometimes we got to step back and look in the mirror. Like I said, I understand what it's like to be picked for something and then somebody tell you, oh, no, we don't want you to talk because we're afraid you might say something. And maybe she gave a hint that she was going to say something and the ABC said, nah, we ain't going to risk it. But you shouldn't have even participated in this in the first place, because this wasn't planned. Let me tell you something. If those cops never got killed, we would never see them do a special about this. And why do we still need them to do these specials about race? Black folks have been talking about this for hundreds of years. Black America, wake the fuck up. People don't give a fuck about our problems until we start having a united front and start respecting each other, stop pandering to the lowest common denominator. Going these politicians and stuff, they don't give a damn about us. They only give a fuck about lining their pockets. Y'all actually think President Obama give a damn about the black community? Y'all keep thinking that. ABC did the same thing. They picked to me years ago. They made sure they got what they wanted, and then and like I said, did it bother me that my teachers and them got together and said, nah, we can't, we don't want Harvey to go and speak on that panel because he just might say something that may get people to start thinking or may get young people to start questioning things. They do not want black people on TV questioning. Like, look at what D.L. Hughley did to Megyn Kelly. He won't be at Fox anytime soon. He may not be back on any of those network shows because they're afraid that he's going to be a loose cannon. They do not want black people speaking truth to power. They don't want us putting out answers or questions that get people in our community or others to think. Erica, you and your mama lost that right when y'all sold your father and she sold her husband out. Y'all sold out right when you went out there and endorsed politicians that ain't never done nothing for our people. So you can't get mad at President Obama because you put yourself in this situation. I can't feel sorry for y'all. I know that's tough to hear, but it is what it is.